Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and I'm on the FTOG Seaopolis Submerged server. I'm hanging out here at my massive construction works because I changed a few things. Down at the bottom, all the smelters that were there to smelt down all the various fuels, they're all gone because I don't need them. I've got the two redstone furnaces in my other stack. They're working very nicely for that. I did do some updates to my strainers. Now, if we take a quick look here, this is the improved output upgrade, and the recipe on this is just some copper. Super easy. The thing that's nice about this is this improves the amount of stuff you make, and if you use this with some gold, which I now have, you can get the sturdy upgrade, which does more. And then if you upgrade this, I have no diamonds. There's no way I'm going to do this. However, if you grab any of these upgrades and you hit the U on it, this gives you the information that you're really looking for. For example, the improved output upgrade, which I added on, the mesh damage chance 100%, which is fine. It's 100% now anyway, but I get an additional output chance of 20%. But if I do the next level, reinforced, is that the reinforced or is it the sturdy? It's 40%. So almost half of the time I get more stuff out, which is good. Now, if you get the max upgrade, which I think this is the max upgrade, specialized everlasting everything upgrade. So this is the top one. I have no way of making this at this point because I don't have neither diamonds nor netherite. Anyway, duration, it's much faster. I played with this in single player mode, and oh yes, it goes much faster. 80% chance of additional outputs, 20% chance of consuming what you're meshing and sieving. Very nice. And then the damage chance of 80%. So it's great having these. From my limited testing, it seems like the additional output chance did the most. So that's why I went ahead and set those up on here. So let's come over here. Up here, I've got just the improved mesh upgrade because I made it and I went, why not? This one here has the improved everything upgrade. And if we hit R on that, I made one of each of these. Pretty simple. The most expensive, I think, is this one because I had to use a lot of lapis for these resource generators, but I've got the lapis. So that's not a big deal. Anyway, this one has been really good because my sand to dust production is faster than my two sieves over here working. Now, speaking of which, I put the sturdy upgrade on these, and so I'm getting better results from them, which makes me super happy. Definitely like that. Anyway, so that's working on the upgrades. If you've got the materials, you might as well go ahead and do that. Otherwise, let's talk bees. So I wanted to... Well, I did some swimming around a whole bunch, and I found an island that was underwater, which seems like a bug, but we found an island that had some beehives on it and some flowers, and so I broke the beehives with my trusty axe, and they're gone. Because the way it works, you need silk touch on your axe to be able to keep the beehives. Well, that's okay. Anyway, let's break these down. I got 3 beehives here, and this is using the vanilla method of spawning beehives. The trick is you use either birch or oak, and since I had both, I went with birch. I tend to go with birch because it doesn't develop those super tall trees. And since I'm doing them in here, there's a good chance of getting the super tall oak trees, and I don't really need that. All right, let's go pick up all the resulting stuff that came dropping out of here. I love my backpack upgrade. Oh, you bees, why did it turn day? And you got all out. Anyway, so if you take an oak or a birch and you plant it within 2 squares of 2 flowers, then you have a 5% chance of it growing into a beehive. Well, I don't know about 5%. I planted a lot of these. I also tried both the growth stick that you get in the pack as well as the just bone meal. And I got 0 growth after a lot of planting. So It could just be chance and I just had some rotten rolls, or it could be a thing that you got to let them sprout normally. And that's what I set up here. Now, this one only has 2 flowers next to it, but this one has 4 flowers next to it. I could have actually doubled the amount of trees if I spread this out further, but I didn't care. I really don't. Now, this, because I've got Silk Touch finally on this pick, I can break this guy. And, you know, I'm going to leave him. I'm going to break him. All right. We got a couple bees still kicking around. They'll come back over to here and I'll move them away. Anyway, the one thing I do want to do, you also want to have some, let's go into B. You want to have some campfires. You want to have some carpets to prevent them from causing problems. You also may want to make the hive hopper. Now, this is from thermal, and it's nice to have. It's pretty simple. Iron, shears, redstone server. That's just 4, 5, 6, 7 iron, 2 redstone, and some glass and wood. So I'm going to go ahead and snag one of those. And let's wander over here. No, don't go there. Oh, do you like my little thing? It says original base. I added the water spray on here for fun. Because why not? Let's go up. And here's where I initially started growing a bunch of these. You can see there's 4 flowers around here. Like a stack's worth of oak, both with the bone meal and also with the growth stick. Nope, no bees whatsoever came in here. However, I do have, you guys are kind of in the way. I want you to kind of move away. Thank you very much. I don't want them to escape down. What I am going to do, let's do this. I'm going to break this and then put that right there underneath it. You can see how I had the campfire and then a carpet on top, keeping these guys from going down into the campfire because they're idiots. And then this will pull out some honeycombs and some honey out of it. Oh, we got a bunch of honey in here. How much more honey do we... Oh, we got plenty of honey. All right, I'm going to right-click. It works. So that's great. And then I can also sit there and pull out the honeycombs. Do I really need lots of honey? No. I just wanted to have fun with it. And I think what I may do, once I've got enough honey and I can use you for this, I can make this the honey agglomeratio. And with that, I can do some mystical agriculture and I can make honey seeds, so I can make all the rest of the honey stuff I need. So if I want to play with copper and I want to have it not oxidized, then I need the beeswax to do that. But for right now, don't care. Instead, let's get out of here. And I want to show off some other stuff. Oh yeah, you can also, if you put the labels on these, which is really cool. Something, I did have this go up like 5. And I couldn't get down in here at all. It didn't work because I got blown up so high. I think I'm going to turn that off because that's just a little annoying. Let's take the water off. All right. You can also sit there and close the pipe, and then it doesn't work. I don't know from the other side if it will come here and still work, but you can't go that way. Anyway, let's get out of here. I wanted to do some stuff. This has been working like gangbusters. I did put the water over to the side, like I mentioned, just because that way I have all the chests up here. What am I processing? I'm processing more amethyst dust. And these 2 guys have been working great. We get occasional things coming through here. They just smelt it all down and it just goes, which I think is fantastic. All right. What I do want to do is, let's take a look at quests here. Do want that. Quests come down here to did all of these all the way down to the amethyst shards, and then gems and dust. Oh, I haven't done ice and blast chiller. Oh, I should look for that. So silicon, we got the Certus quartz. I've run it through the crystallizer, and I haven't made any of the quartz enriched yet. But if I hit U on this, patterns, refined storage, I'm not sure whether I want to go refined storage or go with AE2. Yeah, that's another episode. I did refine my appetite into that. raw gold, silver. I made electrum. That's just running them through the induction smelter, and then that's just silver gold. And you don't have to do powdered. You can do full agates, which is great. And then with this, if you run this through the induction smelter with some more copper, you get rose gold. And we're going to be needing some of that. In fact, if we come over to here, here's my gold and silver. Oh, wow, I'm over 3,000 at this point, which is fantastic. I've got a decent amount of electrum, made of a little bit of Constantin and Invar. But here's my rose gold. I've got, at this point, 119. Looks like 119 to me. And I ground some of that up so that I will need those in a bit. I need 8 of these infusion pedestals. All right. And then 1 of these infusion altars. I want, let's see, let's look at planks. This would look good. Let's go like this. And I don't need more. And then I also need a bit of cobble. And I don't know why I just come over here and I pick it up instead of, no, on the bottom, instead of doing it otherwise. It's easy enough to craft. I want to do some mystical agriculture stuff. Let's put this onto the bar. And I already laid out where the stuff is going, and I decided to use Tom's here because I was too lazy to go through and try to do this all by myself. And I'll show you what I mean. If you put down the altar here, and you don't have blocks in the way, see these little transparent guys? These tell you where the pedestal parts need to go. There we go. So let's put a pedestal part down. And there, all those are in place. And I wonder if this will actually work coming down from the top. You know, it looks like it won't. I'm not. Oh, it will. Let's take a look in here. All right. If we take a look at the Inferium Essence, and this is why I set this up, this is the only way I can get Inferium at this point, is I need 4 Niter, 2 of the Apatite, 2 of the Rose Gold as powder, and a Certus Quartz crystal in center. So yeah, you can't see it because these hoppers are on top, but the fact that I'm here and I can see what the result is in that little tooltip there, that tells me it's going to work. It needs redstone signal to turn on. And I'm looking at this, and 4 got picked up, 2 got picked up. Why am I down? Oh, I picked it up. I did when I came here and I right-clicked, it picked up. All right, let's put you back. So 4, 2, 2, 1. That's the ratio that it's supposed to work. And I'm going to take this pad, I'm going to put it right there. I typically like to be able to just trigger it. And a lot of the animation seems to be broken by these hoppers here in place. And this should have pulled in. Why pull out? I was hoping that it would be pulled in by this. And it's, oh no, that's the Certus Quartz. Where did I just grab the second Certus Quartz? I did. All right. I need a drawer. Where are you? Where are you hiding? Because you're not here. I wonder if it's sitting right here in this inventory piece. Huh. All right. Do I have? I don't. I'm going to grab a storage drawer. I want one of you. And I think for right now, let's take you there. See, that's empty. Yes, the filter says empty, but this has no place to go. I think it's still sitting in there. If I put you there, with the quest. So if we look at this, there's another one. Oh no, that's seen this one here. Let's lock it and be able to see it. I like that. And since this is connected, I should be able to see it. So now if I step here, it should generate a second one of these. And when that's all done, yep, there's little sparkles. And it should fill up all of these, and it went into here. Okay, I needed an output spot. I thought the drawer would be sufficient for that. Evidently not. Okay. And so it free-filled everything. So the problem is I don't want to keep standing there. I typically don't like having a redstone signal on here constantly because it allows me to come and show off as I'm building stuff. But in this case, where I'm going to make 2 stacks of these Inferium essences, yes, I'm going to let that just run. But that worked. This is ugly. I must admit it's ugly as all get out, but because I need 2 lengths and it didn't look good coming off to the side, and I could do it going up, but then it would be ugly. So I decided, you know, and I might rearrange this so it's underneath just for fun, but I'd still need to have access to it. Anyway, for right now, I just wanted to make it pretty easy to see how I'm automating this. If we right click on this, this is filtered for the Certus quartz. This end and the other end is the rose gold blend. These 4 in the corners have the niter, and then this one has the apatite crystals. And this is just going to produce for me a whole bunch of, yay, essences. Let's grab 8 of these guys and a seed, because at this point I should be able to make for me the very first of my Inferium seeds. Yep, there's my Inferium seed. Is that a questy bit? It is. All right, so over here is where we're going to have to start planting them. And you can see I wanted to get a lot more seeds. That's why I have the wheat here. And because these are the vanilla crops, I've got them in stripes. They do grow faster that way. On the other side over there is the flax. Flax seems to completely ignore the vanilla rules of growing in stripes, which is okay. You know, it grows pretty fast. So here, I'm going to break you since you're fully grown. I'm going to put the Inferium seed down. And this is just going to slowly grow. If we had torque, it probably wouldn't work because they tend to stop that from happening, which is no fun. However, I do want to pick things up. So one of the things... Oh, hey, you can see I was already prepared to make a plank to sit on. I do want to make a vacuum accumulator to pick up the seeds. And I have no idea how far away that works. But you can see the recipe. It's super not hard. I summoned me a bunch of Endermen and stomped on them. Not really good drops, but you know, I don't have looting on my sword. I don't have anything on my sword. But let's make this accumulator. And I'm going to put you right here. Okay, it is a solid. It's not... Oh, augmentations. I wonder... Because it's nearby. Filter configuration will apply to this. Keep those floors clean. Yeah, that's nice and all that. But how far away does this work? So I've got a 10 honeycomb here. Let's turn off the vacuum off of my backpack. Wait, okay, that picked it up. What about you and 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 you? Looks like it has a range of 4 around it. Cool. Okay, so that's perfect for a farm like that. And there's the 4. Okay, so that tells us the range of this. And I do kind of like having the light coming from underneath. So let's grab a block. I'm going to put I got to move around here so I don't have plants in the way. So the vacuum accumulator can go here. And if I break that, and then I can... Anything in here? Nope. Okay. We'll break these. And then I can also break this, because that, not what I wanted, but that's okay. I'll do it anyway. So with this, I think I'm going to trample some crops here. Oh, I didn't. Ah, cool. Okay, I didn't trample the crops. I do want this to come out where I can access it easily. Let's grab a wrench and shift click that. So now things will automatically go into here. And if we test that, it's not an instant grab, which is okay, but does work. So yay, that's good. You know, I don't really need that for right now. This should have enough width to pick up all these things, which is good. How many of these do we have? We got enough to make a few more. Let's grab all these seeds, and we'll make some more. There we go. 5 more. And we might as well plant them. These, I don't know if they have the same vanilla rule of you can't get any benefit if they are growing next to each other. I don't know. But now I've got 6, which is great. And, oh, I've got a little bit of Inferium left. You know, at this point, I've got the beginnings of in the mystical agriculture. Now I need to grow lots of these, and that's just going to take some time over there. I think I made enough. I did 2 stacks, so that should be 64 would give me 8. So I should be able to have 16 of these Inferium seeds from that output, and it looks like it's done. Are you done? No, what happened here? That's a Certus crystal. Okay, what are we miss? Oh, something got stuck. Okay. Right click, that's the gold blend, that's the niter. I'm going to take this little bad boy and right click this. So it will pull out the Inferium essence. Oh, hey. Let's break this with the axe. Because I told it to pull out the Inferium essence, it's actually doing it. I don't need this drawer to do it. Okay, cool. That's much easier. Oh, so that's what I was missing, was just putting that, because it doesn't automatically grab unless it knows. Evidently. Okay, well, we'll go with that. So this is going to produce about another stack for me of these Inferium essences, and I'm just gonna keep lather, rinse, repeating it. Now, unfortunately, once I get the Inferium here, there's the standard setup of making these farmlands. I should test in creative because I'm not sure if this will do better for me. If I look, let's go back to the seeds crafting wise. I need to make lots and lots of these blocks, but before I talk about that, these seeds here, I can reprocess, but I can also put them, oh, and there's a small chance possibly of getting an extra from here. The phytogenic isolator, for that I need 2 Inferium blocks, so I need 18 Inferium. And I don't want to burn it up through this. I'd rather have the seeds do it. But once I've got that, that might be the easiest way for me to generate the Inferium, is I'll park it here, and I'm thinking of redoing this. So instead of having a mess of different cables, I can use the pipes universal. I'm just not off the top of my head thinking exactly how that would look, because I would like to have this to be cleaner instead of, you know, lots of pipes all over the place. But I might have to wait until AE2 or refined storage so that I can sit there and use the piping that way. I don't know. I have ideas, and, you know, like I would like to have this look better. And I think having these cables pull stuff out is nice, but I think what I need is something arched here, so we can have the pedestals up above a little bit, climb up to them, do what needs to be done manually, or I can program this setup down here to work automatically. And I can also configure this once I've got a better storage system like AE2 or refined storage, that it'll input all the stuff for me too. But that's a different episode. That's gonna take a while. I just need to get not just a small amount of inferium. I need to get a massive amount of inferium. That, you know, I would like to have this thing filled with inferium, or get us the phytogenic relays. They're not relays, but the phytogenic growth accelerators. I've got everything ready for it. I just need the 18 inferium, and then I can make it. See, there it is, right there. I just need the 18 inferium. Well, there we go. What did we miss? We got this. Yeah, I need to make that, and then the phytogenic isolator. Yeah, there is a augment that's really good for the phytogenic. And let's take a look at thermal augment. It's a cyclical thing. Looking. One of these keeps the cyclical processing. There we go. So the seed automatically gets replanted back into the device, and that way it just keeps planting itself. You can start with one seed and just keep using that seed. Otherwise, it goes away, which is not much fun. So I would need to make that silver, Constantin silver, signalum. Yeah, that definitely worth having. But I can't do it yet because I don't have the freak. You know, I can finish this. Why not? Let's go ahead and finish this part. Oh, I need to go into crafting, take out the seeds, split one of those. All right, so we've got that, and I might as well make the phytogenic isolator. I won't have as many seeds as I really wanted to, but I will have this. So, all right, this is gonna happen. This is coming over to here because it does need water, but I need to tell it that water comes in from the right, and then it's going to be ejecting out the bottom there. Turn that on, and then I need to run some pipes. I can see one problem right here. The water and the power pipes are going to have an issue right there. All righty. But there's the beginning of mystical agriculture and bees. Not that I really need the bees much, but the mystical agriculture, definitely. And I'm so glad that that's just processing there. So nice. Like I said, I don't know if I want to fill that up or just maybe make 3 or 4 of these these phytogrow setups. I don't know. If I'm gonna need to do that, I need to make this prettier looking because the cables are getting to be a mess, and I don't like messes. Anyway, this has been Grok the DuckFarmer here, playing on the FTOG Seaopolis Submerged server, and getting my toes wet in mystical agriculture. And I really want to get deep in there because if I can get the Supremium armor and some withers, I can get flight. And I really like creative flight so much. I just don't have it yet. Sadness. Anyway, thanks for watching.